Ooh, long time no vlog. Last time Cairo was a teeny tiny baby. Now he's just walking all over and just being a little 9-month-old. So I thought I would bring you guys along just for like a small trip. We're going to Ikea to try find a couch. Yeah, this couch has been with us since we moved here and also in my other apartment, but we need a change. We need something that we can watch movies on and just all three of us just try and like snuggle. Cairo just be climbing on here and we just can't fit, and it's a lot. Are you guys waiting for me to be done? Ooh, that smells so bad. Is it the trees? Mm-hmm. Oh god. It's pretty, but smells. You know what it smells like? Period. Yeah. That one?
No.
Really? Are you seeing this? This is a sleeper sectional with storage. That's cool. 34, 37 inches depth?
It's a 3, this one's 3 inches
less deep.
less deep than that one.
Alright, we're between this one and this one.
Those 3 inches make a difference. They know what they're doing.
Well, we didn't find a couch. We did get some measurements though. Yeah, just a lot of different. The good ones are all sold out, yo. So we thought we would kind of revisit our pregnancy Q&A and do a parenting Q&A because it's been like 9 months. Yes, Cairo. It's been 9 months since yeah, this little one was here. Actually, it's almost 10 months in a few days.
Closer to 10.
Closer to 10, which is wild. So much has changed. And yeah, I had a couple of questions I took down. I'm gonna ask you. How are you, babe? How are you? Have you adjusted to parenthood?
Have I adjusted to parenthood?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something that constantly happens. I'm trying to make parenthood adjust to me.
I think initially it's kind of like you're in shock that like everything is so not dependent, but like let's say we have something to do and we anticipate that he'll be asleep for maybe 2 hours, so we'll be like, cool, in 2 hours let's do this, but we put him down and he wakes up like 5 minutes later, so you're just like, oh, okay, that thing I can't do can't be, you know what I mean? It's just like total loss of like, for me, I had to like just put my hands up, and even you're not that like pressed when things don't go your way or go the way that you think it would. Luke said, I think it's just adjusting. You just adjust as you go. When things happen, they happen. You know, you can't be attached to outcomes, and that's something I've really been trying to practice on, is like not being attached to any outcomes. Not even with him, just in life. Like just go with it. Go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Well, yeah, you don't always know what an outcome's gonna lead to.
Most difficult period within the past 9 months.
The most difficult. I mean, shit, the beginning for sure.
Really?
I mean, yeah, you couldn't do anything. And you couldn't sleep, you couldn't eat.
I don't it was such a blur. It was really, really tough. But I think it wasn't as hard as it was when we started working again.
Yeah, that's
for some weird reason. That, because he was still sleeping in the bed. He was still going through his, you know, eczema stuff, which I think I updated you guys by the time. Yeah, so there must have been some update on that. It was a whole thing. He was breastfeeding so much, so I was like literally, I felt like I was like not even like alive. Like he would not, like he would like suck me dry, like dry. And that's because he was feeding to soothe himself. I don't know, I think 3 months was really hard. The first week was hard. Maybe that's why it was so hard for you, because I couldn't do anything. I got a C-section, so it was like, yeah, I couldn't do anything. I like, Luke had to get out of the bed to go get him, even though he was right next to me. Like, he was right here, and I'd be like, I can't get him.
Yeah, shit's a blur to me too, and I think that's
such a blur. I don't like that it was such a blur.
I think because it was, a lot of it was not very enjoyable.
Okay. We'll be back to this Q&A shortly. Okay, we're back. Number 3, favorite thing about parenting. All the little moments when they're like learning things, you know? I don't know, like yesterday I saw him take his toy and put it on the table intentionally because he wanted to like challenge himself to go get it. And I don't know, it just seemed to me like he was like thinking, like he had like some, he's his own person. I think it's just really nice watching that.
I know it's hard to pick one, but I mean, I would just say,
yeah, it's so hard.
I think for me it's like just I think especially since he's a boy,
yeah,
it's like the companionship aspect.
Yeah,
like, well, you'd definitely be my best friend.
You can't pick one thing, there's just so many. We got some Chipotle, what is that? Carrot juice? Some carrot juice, super yum. I have some hot water, lemon, because those chips I ate in the car were not the right move. Not the right move. He loves lids. It's so funny. It's like, why buy toys when they just use everything else for their entertainment? It's insane. I think there are like a few more questions left. Was parenthood as hard as you was it as hard as you expected it to be?
I don't know. I'm still learning.
You don't like that question?
What do you think?
I don't know. Not really. I don't know. It's harder than I thought. I don't think anything can prepare you for how hard it is. Like, there's no advice, there's no book, there's no video, there's nothing. There's nothing but being like in it. Yeah. That's it. Because every baby is different, every challenge is different. I don't think anything can ever prepare anybody at all. I mean, maybe if you like grow up raising a baby.
Might help.
What are the struggles of being young parents?
I guess the stability aspects.
Ever since the pandemic, I don't know. For me, I'm like, what's stability? I think the relatability aspect of it, we're one of the first to get kids, kind of. We don't really have a lot of people who have kids in our network. Yeah, we really don't even have, I mean, I have like 1 or 2, but they don't even live in the States, so it's kind of like, so it's just, yeah, there's no dates, or just like, you know, when people are trying to FaceTime you or talk to you at a certain time and you're like, yeah, I can't talk because like my baby. I
tell my friends that I've been so busy I can't even talk to anybody, and they're like, what do you mean? I'm like,
yeah, like,
there's just no physical time. It's just harder to move around, and when you're younger you want to kind of still try things and like go do stuff.
Yeah,
it's just harder.
So what about in terms of like FOMO, like missing out on things? Do you feel like that pressure? Especially being young, I feel like that's like the main thing. People are like, oh, I feel like I'll miss out on life and blah 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 blah. I feel like the pandemic helped. Actually, I don't know, like there's still like years and years ahead. But I think I'm excited to be 30 or we're excited to be 30 and Cairo will be like pretty much able to take care of himself.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. All right, who's responsible for what? Like, how do we split duties, basically?
Didn't even like talk about it.
No, we didn't.
It just kind of happened.
It just happened.
Which you've kind of handled, like preparing his food
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. At first, you were making like the formula, but now I've started helping make formula.
Mm-hmm. We make our own formula, by the way. So Luke rocks him to sleep.
I change his diaper a lot. I'm the one that gets up in the middle of the night to feed him.
Yep. I used to do that a lot more.
You used to do a lot more, but now now that I'm like around more.
Yeah. I think I
do a lot more than what I used to do.
Yeah, definitely. The time that Cairo was born, there was just a lot going on. I think I handled most of it for a while, and then I eventually got burnt out. I think what helps us stay more balanced is just, I don't know, we really communicate a lot. Most of the time it's not really 50-50. We try to make it 50-50, but sometimes it's like one person has something else going on, whether it's like whatever, you know, mentally, whether it's just like physically doing other stuff. So I think we just try to balance it out as much as we can.
Yeah.
And if someone takes the load, then it's just like, it's kind of like a seesaw.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it just goes back and forth.
Last question. How are we getting him to learn about both cultures? If you don't know, I'm from Kenya, Nairobi. Luke is from here. He's a Georgian, Atlantean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's wrong, Lulu?
Hey.
He wants the water bottle. I'm telling you, babies, they just love things that are just not toys. I think it's good for him to learn both and understand what makes both cultural. Jeez, is that even a word? I mean, for him, he's here, so he kind of learns the culture as he's here. He's 9 months, so he kind of doesn't really know
I was about to
where
say,
he
he doesn't
is.
know what culture is.
Yeah, he doesn't know, but I mean, there's this cool YouTube channel that we like watching with him. It's called Akili and Me, and I don't know what else. Yeah, just YouTube videos that are Swahili, and we're gonna be going to Kenya a decent amount, so I think I want him to grow up knowing that that's where he's from, and all of these things you have to be intentional about. For anyone who like lives in the diaspora, I'd love to know what you guys do. It's time for this little one's bedtime, so we're just gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, y'all. We're gonna go to bed. Actually, he's going to bed.
Yeah, he's going. I'm not going to bed.
Yeah, we don't go to bed. We have a good like 2-3 hours to ourselves, and then yeah. Okay, this is how we wrap up. Bye. Say bye, Cairo. He's really tired. All right, we're out. Bye.